bullied into silence. Never allow yourself to be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life, but define yourself. And the next two passages are based on that statement. Let me formally introduce myself. I am Benjamin Sean Quinn, confidently handsome, sexy, as I've frequently been told, and a damn good advertising executive. I have a fantastic, caring, and supportive partner of 14 years. My home belongs in a Pottery Barn catalog. We live in a prestigious neighborhood, and our 2 adoptive daughters are perfect in every way. But there's one small problem. I am angry as hell. Angry to the core. Most people would question, how could someone with such a pleasant and obviously privileged life be so angry? Most people would in turn firmly state, what an arrogantly pompous, self-appreciating douchebag, especially based on the way I just described my life and myself. It is all true. I admit that wholeheartedly, but I deserve to be. Now, you may think that no one deserves to be so self-appreciating, but I beg to differ. Growing up in a toxic environment that you have no control over forces you to make a choice. Adopt that pattern and sink to the bottom, or swim, can I curse?
Yeah, of course.
Like a motherfucker. I chose the latter. I am an awesome swimmer. I wonder if all of us have experienced toxicity in our youth, the kind that leaves us branded. But unlike cattle being scarred with a symbol from a branding iron, it leaves a word on our foreheads that only certain people can see. Shallow, vain, naive, slut. Personality traits we try to scrub away or cover up when they surface. Isn't there at least one undesirable personality trait you blame your parents for? I believe you can. If you are someone who has not internally blamed your parents, or at least one of them, for one or more of your shortcomings, then you must have grown up in a utopia. It is natural to blame your parents. Everyone does it. It is an unavoidable cycle. We are timid because our mothers were too overprotective. We have anger and abandonment issues because our fathers were unloving and never available. We have issues with commitment because their marriage was a bad one. Who knows what the reasons are, but they are there, lurking deep within. Blaming my parents for ruining my childhood and branding me pompous, arrogant, sarcastic, and God knows what else is an understatement. I often hear people complaining about the ridiculous things their biological breeders have done to them, and I laugh inside. Let it go. It doesn't matter anymore. Not to mention, they are usually trifling. Believe me, I know. When you have accumulated the amount of emotional baggage that I have, and yes, I do blame my parents for it all, then you really can't just forget it. You cannot let it go. You store it. This is why I like walk-in closets. I love my walk-in closet. It has plenty of storage. Lined with spacious shelves, deep drawers, shallow drawers, hanging poles of various lengths, and tiered shoe racks, it truly rocks my world. When I stand inside and look around, I see my entire life before me. So many things from my past, yet ample space for my future. It is conceited. I am a walk-in closet. I am polished, refined, and perfectly coordinated. A private clothing boutique on Fifth Avenue with Italian cashmere sweaters. I am calm, collected, confident. But in an instant, one thought from my childhood can transform me. I am disorganized, wrinkled, torn. I am dirty clothes twisted among clean, a confusing jumble of belts, shoes, pants, and hats on the floor, socks stuck in sleeves, ties still knotted, and things inside out. Scattered feelings and emotions that cannot be sorted out, picked up, washed, or turned right side in. I am a walk-in closet. And just like a walk-in closet, when your poles begin to bend and drawers cannot close, we realize that we have accumulated way too much. So at that